welcome to my channel. Today I'll be using Christmas Season from Stampin' Up! And Stampin' Up! Colors Soft Succulent, Evening Evergreen, Garden Green, Pear Pizzazz, Soft Sea Foam, and Real Red. I'll be stamping on basic white paper, starting with this Soft Sea Foam and the long leaf from Christmas Season. I'm going to be cutting this paper up into quadrants for the cards, so I'm going to be stamping this leaf to just add some background color and texture in all around the edges, up the middle, and then through the middle the long ways as well. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do that. This is a rather short video, but I think you'll love the results of this collage style stamping, or one sheet wonder as they are called by some people. We'll be cutting this up and making 4 cards out of it after we get all the stamping done. Please let me know how you like it, and a thumbs up if you found it to be helpful or beautiful or something you'd like to try. Also, subscribe to my channel, please, and hit the notifications so you know when I have uploaded a new video or when I am going live. So here's the broader leaf in the soft succulent color. So I'm just gonna randomly stamp. I want to kind of bend these towards the inside of the card so that I'm gonna get a frame around each individual card. So those greens layered up together are so beautiful, aren't they? The paper, the coordinating paper with this suite uses all of these same colors. So that's how I got my color scheme idea, is from the DSP. All of the products that I am using on today's card will be available in my Stampin' Up! Store until December 30th, 2021. At that point, I'm not sure if these will be carry-over stamp sets or not. I certainly hope they are, because they are exquisite stamps. I love all the foliage in this set. So now I'm going to bring in the sort of more of a Christmas tree branch fir or pine needles, I suppose, using the Evening Evergreen color, which is darker, and I'm twisting it and stamping off so I get both the first generation and the second generation colors. I'm just kind of coming in between those larger leaves. I don't really want to stamp too much on top of them, but I do want to sort of fill in and create a really nice greenery effect around the outside of each card panel. The layers are building up nicely. And again, if you are interested in purchasing any of these products, the links will be below the video in the description. There's a little drop down arrow that you can click, and you would see all of those products that the links will take you straight to my safe and secure online Stampin' Up! Store. It is at kellyrose.stampinup.net. So let's come in with the berries. Now these berries have a little stem on them, but I didn't want to worry about where the stems went, so I'm just randomly stamping these berries. It's a grouping of 4, and so you'll see that later I will ink up just one of the berries and kind of fill in with some of the missing places, or where I felt that after I cut these apart, where I felt that there needed to be a little bit more of the red. Isn't this pretty? Oh, I think it's just so pretty. And if you are going to be making one of these or similar to this, so now I'm using Tasteful Touches and that little square brick. I'm using Pear Pizzazz to stamp this in. And this is just going to add some interest and texture and a new, just kind of different shape in there. Something that's not foliage. Creates kind of a nice contrast. So I'm not trying to do them straight. So I'm twisting and turning. And again, just filling in where I see a little bit more white or where I want to kind of tie the different foliage leaves together. And I want to make sure that I'm going to get the stamp in both quadrants, showing kind of evenly all around. So cleaning off my stamp so that I can use just ink up one of those little berries on the corner of my ink pad and adding a couple of random berries. This is so Christmassy. So using my trimmer, I'm going to cut at 4 1/4 and then at 5 1/2. So I'll be using this full panel and just glue it right on top of my card base, which will also be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so now let's just take a look at them and see how they're going to look on the card fronts. Kind of deciding which direction I will go, seeing if there needs to be any additional stamping. So I liked that one, but I wanted a different part to be on the bottom part of the card. So there's a few little berries that I felt like I needed to add in a couple of spots. And then also that geometric shape needed to be added on a couple of these panels. There and there. So at this point, oh my goodness, there's just so much you could do with these panels to add greetings, to maybe cut them smaller and do layers of color underneath. The die cuts that come in this suite are going to look beautiful in the middle. So I'm using a brush with the soft succulent and brushing it on all of the panels all around. So I don't think I'm going to show you me doing all 4 of those panels, just the one. And so I forgot to turn the camera back on to show when I used the music embossing folder and then added some retired real red ribbon, but any real red ribbon or twine would work. You could even use the crinkle seam binding and color it with a real red marker or blender pen. So I have embossed in white on real red paper and used one of the dies from the same suite. And there we have a finished card. I will need to stamp the inside and probably do a little bit on the envelope. So getting both of my fringes frayed there. Isn't that beautiful? I just think that's a gorgeous card. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, for subscribing, and thumbs up. Bye for now.